It's time for baseball. A whole lot of work went into the last offseason for this franchise with a new home and a new identity starting this year. Heidi Watney has more on the rebirth of this organization.
Matt, it's been a hectic offseason for the front office and players alike as the franchise has finally made the move that's been in the works for some time now. There's plenty of excitement in their new city as fans have embraced their new hometown heroes, and you can feel the buzz all over town as fans look for sightings of the players out and about. With the off-season business concluded, though, it is time to settle in for the first season of this new chapter in franchise history.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Jack Morris gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Look at that ERA, awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It will be awfully important that he gets off to a good start
Leading off
in this
the
one.
afternoon
Now
for
at the plate,
Pittsburgh,
Hannes Wagner.
the shortstop.
And we are ready for some
Hannes
daytime baseball.
Wagner.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the first pitch of the ball game is taken for a called strike one, and a new season of baseball is underway.
First pitch, 4-10.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Ready with another 0-2.
Nope.
Our temperature at first pitch and even 70 degrees here this afternoon. Grounded weakly to the left. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 10, Brian Reynolds.
Standing in, Brian Reynolds. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
More of a comfortable side from the left side. Puts the ball in play. More of a contact hitter from the left side. Might have grown up being a natural left-handed hitter.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one. Morris has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do, with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it. Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Looked to be a pitch that caught a lot of the plate right there, so that might be a little indication of the strike zone we can expect the rest of the way.
Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
In now, Ralph Kiner. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Damon waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So a fairly painless top of the first. On now to the bottom of inning number one with no score after a half an inning. Jamison Taillon is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
Here comes the first pitch. Dustin Pedroia is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball left side. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting second, the left fielder, Johnny.
For the moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in the car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Johnny Damon comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Swing and a miss, and now Damon's behind in the count 0-2. Damon stands 6'2" as you see him in the left-handed batter's box. He's a veteran of 19 seasons at the major league level, which is something you don't see very often.
Yeah, he has, Matty, an incredible career, and he's getting into parts unknown as far as seasons played in the 18 years in the big leagues. You'd be hard-pressed to find just your average generic player. When you start hanging around for that long, you're talking the likes of Mickey Mantle, Andy Pettit, Mike Schmidt, guys along that lines that have stayed in the game 18 years and produced.
Here's the first pitch to him. Frank Thomas is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Kendall is camped under this one as he tucks this one away to retire the side. New inning set to get underway, and here comes the first baseman, Willie Stargell.
Number 8, Willie Stargell.
Now the pitch. Back up the middle. And the Pirates are into the hit column for the first time this year.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And that brings in the Cobra, Dave Parker. And he squares up on this one, deep to straightaway right. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, and that'll give the Pirates a 2-0 lead.
Well, after a long winter and a grueling spring, everyone is anxious to get the season started, but to start it off with a home run, there's no better way to get your campaign underway. He was rounding the bases thinking, hey, this is going to be a good year.
Batting fifth.
At the
catcher,
plate, Jason Kendall. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 0-2 once more. No outs, nobody on. Into right field. That's a base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Bill Mazeroski is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Has a look, now the pitch. And now hold everything here as it looks like a balk has been called. And that one might have been a little ticky-tack if you ask me. Kendall leads off second with nobody out. Hit weakly back to the mound. And there's one away.
Batting eighth, the third baseman.
So digging in now, Colin Moran. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set. Here it comes. Still only one out in the inning. And he falls behind 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a line drive. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game.
Hey, you know, D-Row, a lot of the top pitchers, if you're going to get to them, you want to get to them early. This is a big lead, 3-0 early against a very good pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, they have to feel good about this one, Dan. Going to have to find a way to slowly tack on runs, but if you would have told this offense they'd have 3 early, they would have took it.
To the plate now, Jamison Taillon. And they will have him bunting with one away as he gets this one down. One there. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the one there.
Now batting.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
Into the box now, Hannes Wagner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Play ball. Three. Stay down. Stay down. Three. Stay down. Three. Stay down. Three.
Brandon Lau is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. And he fouls this one off. On its way, the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Line toward right center, and that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
The batter, number 50, second baseman, Justin Pedroia.
Let's play ball.
Your attention, please. Now pitching, Troy Percival.
3. Ball 4, take the base. Out.
Russell Martin now.
Now batting. Third baseman, Russell
First offering on its way.
Martin.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Count is 1 and 2.
Hit back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's
Now
been
batting,
pitching from the
right
stretch the
fielder,
entire game, but
Nelson.
somehow he's still got a shutout going.
Drew.
We'll see how long he can make this last.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run. A 2-run dinger off the bat of Nelson Cruz. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Now bring in Giovanni
number
Urshela.
29,
as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now a 3-all ball game.
And some guys just have a knack for the dramatic. He comes up in a big spot and just cranks one out of here to even the score. Not a bad time to hit your first homer of the year, huh?
Now here's the Pirates manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So a no decision here this afternoon, as it'll be up to the bullpen from here on out. Michael Feliz takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Number 45.
Buster Posey will be the first one to greet him, as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
The 1-2.
Yeah, doubled up on the slider away there. Got him to go after it before, so why not see if he'll offer at it again?
Skied into very shallow right. Harker's under it. And that's the 3rd out. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Into the box now, Hannes Wagner. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt.
Your attention, please. Now coming into pinch hit, John Olerud. Now coming into pinch hit, John Olerud.
Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. A 1 pitch on its way. Fouled away. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Here's Reynolds moving forward on it. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knot.
Justin Pedroia.
At the plate now, Dustin Pedroia. A ball and no strikes. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. liner toward right center. In there, a base hit. And he'll scramble back to first safely.
Now batting, the left fielder, Johnny.
At the plate, Johnny Damon. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. Runner back standing. Another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? A tag for one. On to first to complete the double play.
The first baseman, number 35, Frank Thomas.
Digging in, Frank Thomas. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he lays off there 1-0. Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off. One and one. Here it is. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Here's the 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. And the run is in to score from third.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one that makes you feel really good about yourself.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Toward right center. And Trout has himself a base hit. The relay. And he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Now, Richard Rodriguez is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Digging in now, Russell Martin. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch.
There are a couple points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike one.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
Reynolds has it for out number 3. So it's 1 run on 4 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 9th inning coming up. The Suns on top 4-3. So with a save situation on tap, they'll hand the ball over to a formidable force indeed, the very hard-throwing left-hander Aroldis Chapman. All set for the start of the inning, and next will be the imposing power bat, Willie Stargell. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The 1-0 home is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate. Chapman, nicknamed the Missile for obvious reasons. He's in year 1 of a new 3-year deal. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
And it's fouled away. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Lifted in the air out to center field. On the move is Trout. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Dave Parker.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Dave Parker. And he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier. From the stretch.
Hey, great job pounding the zone strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, that's awful scary from a pitcher's standpoint, but what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know is going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
So now to the plate, Jason Kendall. As he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Cruz will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Bill Mazeroski.
Now to the plate, Bill Mazeroski. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first is in time to get him. And the Suns move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Suns used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Lee Smith claims the win out of the pen, his first. Aroldis Chapman wraps it up for the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 4 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Pirates,
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL East, the Suns sank the visiting Buccos 4-3. The New York Yankees launched 3 home runs as they blew out Baltimore 9-0. Chris Sale struck out 15 overall with the win as the Red Sox were victorious over the Blue Jays 3-0. The White Sox put together 10 total hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 4-3. The Cleveland Indians allowed only 5 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Tigers 6-0. The A's combined to give up just 5 hits as they sent their crowd home happy in extra innings. It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the American League East, the Suns completed a short 2-game sweep as they sank the visiting Buccos 4-3. As of right now, the Suns are leading the AL East, and the Pirates sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division. Alex Cobb twirled 8 shutout innings before turning it over to the bullpen, leading the O's to victory over the Yankees 5-4. Entering the day's action, the Orioles sit in 2nd place in the American League East Division, and the Yankees are at the bottom of the division. The Bo Sox went deep 4 times as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 11-1. Heading into the day, the Blue Jays are in 3rd place in the AL East, and the Red Sox are 3rd in the division. The Kansas City Royals hit 3 long balls as they beat the White Sox on the south side 5-1. In the standings, the White Sox sit in 3rd place in the American League Central, while the Royals are 2nd in the division. The Indians knocked out 12 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Tigers 7-4. At the start of the day, the Indians are leading the Central Division, while the Tigers are at the bottom of the division. The Oakland Athletics sent 3 balls into the seats as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 5-4. As of today, the A's sit in 1st place in the American League West Division, and the Twins sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division. Edgar Martinez really cashed in at the dish with 3 hits